So, hi everybody. Back in vlogging. Haven't been active since then, and what happened ba? What happened since my last employment with Teleperformance? So that's what happened. I got a new job, found a new job, or looked for a new job right away when I resigned. Kasi the compensation is just not justifying my bills anymore. So, resign right away. Nagpaalam ako ng maayos. I've been meaning to do it ever since I was there. Kaso, yun nga, during that time, I was finally gotten my senses, and ayun na, doon na talaga ako nagka-choice or nagkaroon ng chance to finally resign. So, naghanap ako ng work agad. I went in Alabang. So, roamed around Alabang, looked for a job, and landed in a good company. It's an in-house here in the Philippines. Kasi I asked in Alabang if they have a day shift or at least a work from home. Pero ang sinabi nila, meron silang day shift. I was meaning to do a day shift schedule back then. I wanted to take a day shift schedule back then kasi it's better for my health. Pero they gave me another opportunity wherein ano ba to? A work from home opportunity pero night shift. So I took that opportunity, and it's not that bad kasi it's a work from home. So I'll be able to get in my bed right away, do things that I needed to do, all of that stuff. Alam mo yun. So still thankful that I get to do all of these things, and right about now, actually in a work from home setup kasi maulan the past days, so we were asked to work from home. Last Monday was a real dilemma kasi I was soaking wet from the baha, and sobrang dumi nung tubig na yun. So I had to ask for a Lalamove to bring my clothes so that I can change kasi sobrang lamig in the training room at work. So I had to do that. So yun, going back, I was in Alabang, and then I asked for a work from home opportunity. So they gave me this account. I won't say, bawal pala kasi sabihin. So, it's a good account that I can work in. And it's a good pay. It's not that bad. Pwede na rin. Could have found better compensation compared to it. Pero, ito na siya eh. Ito na yung nabigay sa akin. It's not that bad though. Tapos I was may headhunter na lumapit sa akin. I asked sir in the HR kung matutulungan ba niya ako na makapag-apply in the MOA site kasi yun yung need ko right now, at least day shift siya. Sabi ko gano'n. Okay, right after that, naging okay. I got interviewed in Alabang din, pero MOA yung site ko. Tapos okay, Not that bad. And then, after they will email me sa MOA, nag-drive ako in Alabang noon. So, ayun. I was able to, ang mahal ng parking fee in Northgate sa totoo lang. Took me 100 or 150 ata. 150 pesos. Medyo mahal yung parking doon. So, pagkaalis ko, days after, I was already also had initial interview. Tapos I had my email parang the next day ata. So it's a good thing that they did that. And then okay, saan na ba ako? So I was offered another account, which is eto nga yung work from home. So I took it. Kasi work from home eh. I already had a work from home set up and I needed that. I needed that badly kasi I already saw how I work through with the work from home setup noon kasi with Alorica yun yung naging yun yung naging setup noon, parang work from home, then pagbangon mo buksan mo agad yung PC, tulog ka kagad. It was really and then I was able to work on my other on my other work, which is real estate, and which was real estate. So I was able to work on a commission and I was able to work on a full-time role as well, which was good, which was a good thing. So yun, next thing we did was had my final interview and it went good actually. Very reassuring. Sa totoo lang yung sa final interview namin. Sabi ko, thank you and thank you for the kind words. Ito yung hinahanap ko right about that time, really. So sabi ko thank you. I took it. Took me at least 2 weeks ata na nakapahinga. I was the longest pahinga. And then ito na July 14 ako nag-start. So thank God for it, right? Had we met on site, then 4 days work from home, then went back on site last Monday, then work from home ulit ngayon. So I'm still able to do my work in insurance, and I'm also able to do training with them, which is actually a good thing. And yun lang so far yung mai-share ko. Although hindi ako makapag-run, hindi ko masingit yung running kasi I'm on a schedule of 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I don't have a chance na makapag-run talaga. Siguro if ang out ko is around 5 p.m. then I would have a chance. But then di na talaga kakayanin, so I do it on a weekends na lang din. And I hope na maging maaraw na on the weekends kasi it will help us and it will help me as well na na-stuck lang at home. I don't want to be stuck at home ng that long kasi hindi ako gumagalaw as in I might get weight gain again. I'm actually looking at my weight right now. I don't want to gain and I don't want to stress that much, pero I'm planning to go and enroll in the gym kasi I'm also actually looking forward na mag graduate studies kasi I really do think that's gonna help me out in the long run and better compensation, better if I'm not gonna go out of here, then here in the Philippines, then will be good, di ba? Plus, I'm also looking forward by 2027 na ma-hire and work na gusto ko talaga. I'm just really looking forward to a lot of things right now. So, right about this point, I'm looking forward to gym enrollment. Then, basically, ayusin din yung finances ko. Kasi ang dami kong nadagdag sa juice ko every month. Then, looking forward to graduate or master's degree. I actually enrolled in Benilde on a part-time basis, so I still don't know how I'm gonna pay up for the units. Kaya ako nag-enroll in a part-time basis kasi that will help me lessen pay the cost nung sa units. It's by units kasi. And I'm still up for I still need to go back to Lyceum to get yung transfers or yung honorable dismissal ko so that I can send it in with Benilde. But if I don't get a chance with Benilde, then it's gonna be Lyceum, which is MBA. Kasi I want to do business in the long run as well, and I want to learn kasi sa Benilde it's masters in international business, which means it's intercultural, so I get to learn different perspectives, alam mo yun. Tapos sa kasi Lyceum it's MBA, pero ang first choice ko is Masters of Science in Hospitality and ano ba to? Hospitality and Travel Management ata. I'll get to learn business practices as well, pero hospitality wise kasi yun eh. Tsaka yung sa sustainability. I don't think it's really gonna align dun sa ko. So, I took up Masters International Business. And I'm just really looking forward to it right now. Tapos, I'm waiting. So, gym enrollment. Because running is hindi na siya as helpful as kasi once na hindi ako tumatakbo, ramdam na ramdam ko talaga yung bigat ko. As in. And I don't know why did I gain so much ng ganito right after I joined in right after I joined in kasi before ako mag BPO, ang weight ko was around 69. I'm not kidding you. Pagdating ko ng BPO again, I gained another 10 kilos, which was crazy. That's why I went back to laboratory. I had fatty liver, have cholesterol, pero hindi naman siya malubha. And I'm also ang mahal din ng gamot And nagtitake din ako ng meds to prevent it from, alam mo yun. I need to buy again na. And my payout is coming soon. So, technically, everything is actually okay. It's just that I need to manage lang din my finances. That's how I go by the age of 29. Na living simply here in the Philippines. Well, if I was there in Saudi, like some of you guys na nag-graduate din sa Altaj, if I chose Saudi, I could have had a different kind of lifestyle and could have been earning the same as you guys. Pero I chose to be here because I wanted to be around family. I want more, pero I wanted to be with family. I can have more naman if I stay here in the Philippines. And I don't know why some sees being an OFW as, alam mo yun, parang the answer to everything. Well, I don't know. is it just me, or kasi laki din akong ibang bansa eh. So, I'm just not really sure if it's just me or... But there are greener pastures here than in the Philippines. You'll just have to be as resourceful as you can be. And totoo naman talaga na if money-wise, I'm not na if money-wise, then being an OFW is really the answer. Breadwinner ka, lahat, ako mo, everything. Actually, sa totoo lang, mas saludo pa ako sa kanila sa ganung bagay kasi being alone sa ibang bansa, it's not easy. And considering the language differences, culture differences, the danger, yung sadness, yung pakikisama, pakikitungo, hindi ka pwedeng magkupal-kupal sa ibang bansa. Sa totoo lang, those are the challenges of being an OFW. Pero, I'm telling you, greener pasture, nandito rin siya eh. Dito rin siya sa Pinas. Just so long as you know how to do it, just be as resourceful, just be, then it's definitely gonna work out there. Connections, networks, build your connections, build your networks. That's where you're gonna be able to see yung mo na makakonect ka rin talaga sa iba, na yung para bang magugustuhan mo, or yung mga kagustuhan, yung mga needs mo sa buhay is nasasagot din nila. Like, kunwari ako, ginandahan ko yung LinkedIn ko. I was joining the freelance tribe, which is by John Pagulayan. Finalo ko lahat ng way nila through LinkedIn, through Facebook, and mind you, ang dami ko naging connections, professionals lalo sila, Facebook and LinkedIn wise. So I had another chance to join in an insurance company, and I'm really thankful kasi right about this point of my life, ang kailangan ko na kasi is HMO, life insurance. And if I were to choose na magkaroon ng sarili kong pamilya, these things, HMO, life insurance, these are the things that's gonna help me in the long run. Kasi once I invest now, mas magkakaroon ng chance na, makaka-start na ako ngayon. And by the time na nakasettle down na talaga ako, meron ng pondo yung sa insurance ko. And at the same time, meron din akong sarili kong HMO. Also, I get an insurance called VUL, Variable Unit Link, plus the investment portion. It's not that big, pero I know that it's gonna help me in the long run. And kaya ako yun kinuha kasi yung critical illness. One main sa girls kasi when it comes to stress. So once tinatamaan ng stress sa mga babae, dun yung mga cells, yung kung ano-ano man. I'm not medically I don't have a practice in medical, pero I know these things. So critical illness covered na ako noon. May life insurance na ako. Meron din akong HMO ko. What else? I also wanted to get that yung guaranteed payouts, kaso guaranteed payouts na I can get by retirement time ko, pero hindi ko pa sa ngayon makukuha kasi saka na. But at least I have my critical illness insurance, and yung sa investment portion nun is na huhulugan ko rin, plus the HMO. And then yun nga, career wise, insurance is one thing na I am really looking forward sa ganitong edad ko na 29 and about to hit 30. And it's true, nung 23 din ako, katulad nyo, 22, 23, 21, wala akong pake noon. Sobrang ma-vice pa nga ako nun. Vices, yung mga, ano ba tawag dito? Mabisyo. I like drinking wine. I used to smoke before actually then, and vape. So, it's nice to do that, especially when you're in BPO, tapos na-influensyan ka pa ng mga kasamahan mo. You'll enjoy it kasi talo yung mga kasama mo is ganun din sila. So, wala naman akong choice but to do it. And I think na, and medyo ignorante rin kasi ako na parang okay, just do it, just do that. Pero I stopped. Once I got out of the BPO industry, I stopped, and then I had my procedure this sa chest ko. So literally sober up talaga ako. Stopped working, stayed in at home for a year. I gained a lot of weight, as in hindi naman doble sa weight ko usual na 55, but I gained around 20 kilos right after the procedure kasi I was bedridden. And right about now, I'm still not happy with the way I weigh. I still want yung parang slim lean na type of body, yung slimmer, not really, not thin, but slimmer than what I have now. Slimmer, leaner, ganon. Di naman, detone, slimmer, leaner, yun lang yung gusto ko. Tapos, what else? It's to also lessen, siguro ma-lessen din yung everyday I get a link and invite, sa totoo lang. That's how yun yung nakatulong sa akin with joining in kay nagfi-freelance din kasi ako ng joining in with John Pagulayan nun. Ang dami ko naging connections. So ayun, naayos ko yung LinkedIn ko and all of those things. So yun nga, that's why gym enrollment, masters, di ba? Kung kaya nating dagdagan yung buhay natin ng edi better to dagdagan mo na lang ng mas maganda pa. Kasi kung pwede natin madagdag yung gusto mong kunwari, vices, you can add up vices to your interests. Pwede mo namang palitan eh. You can finish off your schooling, continue your schooling, pwede ka mag-invest sa insurance, pwede ka mag-research about HMO, kaya meron tayong curriculum in college. My curriculum in college doesn't just end with being pretty. It starts with marketing, economics, statistics, psychology, lahat yun inisa-isa ko. That's why I have different work position then that I had when I joined or started working, kasi maraming sangay-sangay yung curriculum namin eh. Right now, I'm currently here in customer service. Hospitality-wise, doon ko napapractice yung yung sa hospitality na naituro sa amin noon. And I'm still hoping I end up with a career na talagang pakak or yung mabibigang hustisya talaga ng mga pinag-aaralan ko ngayon. Kasi mind you, studying in Lyceum, even investing in Benil, ang mahal. Like, solid mahal talaga. So, I'm just getting ready for things na mangyari. bigger things na mangyari. That's how I go by. And ayun lang. I hope I had explained myself good, in a good manner then, na naintindihan nyo. And ayun. Also, if you're ever interested to get an insurance, please don't hesitate to ask me kasi totoo yung aka Ate Abby, totoo yung sinasabi ko doon kasi I'll go all my way to help you out for free. Hindi lang basta lang yung masabi ko lang, ma-post ko lang, hindi sa totoo lang kasi it's for me to help as well kasi I may not be able to help you in a monetary way, pero kasi ano ba naman yung bigyan kita ng 2 milyon, 1 milyon, totoo yun, bibigyan kita ng 1 milyon, 2 milyon, basta itanong mo lang sa akin kung ano yun sa insurance. I'm not kidding you, I gave my cousin 2 million, pero itanong mo sa kanya kung paano ko yun nabigay sa kanya. I'm not kidding you. Yun yung beauty ng insurance. He does his work and then I also do my job. So, 'di ba? Ayun, deserve niya magkaroon ng 2 million from Manulife. So, kung deserve niya, mas deserve mo. Ako, 1.2 million yung kinuha ko para sa sarili ko from Manulife. So, 'di ba? We all deserve this kind of things right now. Pabata tayo, matanda tayo. We all deserve to be treated ng ganon na meron akong 1.2 million with Manulife, meron akong 2 million with Manulife, meron akong 5 million with Manulife, which is, diba, parang meron akong Jimny na 1.2 million car, meron akong unit in Lancaster, which is Alice. I got it last 2018 for 1.2 million. Yan kasi yung halaga mo. Asset-wise, yan yung halaga mo. So, ikaw, ano bang halaga mo ngayon, di ba? Di ba? We start to invest, we start to learn. That's how we'll go by kasi there's so many things to study about, learn from. You just got to be as resourceful as you can be lang. So, yun. I'll help you out. Just give me a message here in Facebook. Even just comment. And kung ano man yung katanungan mo about insurance and investment, I'll definitely help you out. Kahit hindi insurance and investment, kahit simpleng mag-usap lang tayo. That's why the reason I added up all the connections that we have with yung sa Altaj kasi I don't know, it's one way to connect with them and 'di ba? Parang mama ko kasi is a teacher, so I just wanna be of lang din na being a financial advisor is a good thing. And it's gonna, and if compassionate kang tao, marunong mahilig ka tumulong sa iba, then financial advisor is definitely the thing for you. Kung hindi ka medically practice or hindi ka nagpractice ng medicine, then insurance is one nearest thing to medicine kasi insurance answers medicine, 'di ba? So, yun lang. Just hit me up then. May message din kita back.